So this map representative of the Holy Land, Jordan, Palestine, Jordan River, the Dead Sea, and the upper part of Egypt. We found it as a mosaic piece in the floor of this church, which dated back to the 6th century AD. But this modern church is a Greek Orthodox church, and it's still active. The local people use it. We discovered this one in 1897, so almost 120 years ago. It started with Jordan River. Jordan River starts from the north part of Jordan, from Galilee Sea or Tabariya Lake down to the Dead Sea. As you see, they presented it with dark color, but over the Jordan River they built bridges, one of them here and another one here. Which means that there was a sailing or crossing between the east bank and the west bank. Also in Jordan River you will see that they draw fish, but this fish, when it's get to the Dead Sea, it's returned back as an indicator that the life is not available at the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is the lowest point in the earth. It's about 400 meters below sea level, and the percentage of salt is about 30%. Also to the east of Jordan River, which is nowadays Jordan Rift Valley, it's our main agricultural area. They draw some palm dates tree, which means that it was green in that area, and also some wild animals. Here you can see a deer or a gazelle, the back of a lion or a panther here, you can see it, which means that also there was wild animal in this area. Now if we look to the east bank, which is now Jordan, in general Jordan divided into three main geographical regions. Jordan Rift Valley, which is parallel to Jordan River and the Dead Sea, which we drive through it this morning. Then there is a chain of mountains which is presented in a dark color, and to the east of those mountains is the desert. All over those mountains there are several canyons created during the ancient geological age. For example, this is one of the canyons where we camped last night. It's called Mujib Canyon, or in the Bible it was named as Arnoon Valley, which was the natural border between the Moabite kingdom and the Ammonite kingdom during the biblical time. Also there is another canyon, also we crossed near it this morning when we drive, which called Wadi Zarqa Ma'in, this one, and still there is water run through it. At the beginning of this canyon there is a hot spring, and we built a spa there and a hotel also. This canyon, nowadays we built a nature reserve around it, which called Al Mujib Nature Reserve, and sometimes we do some hiking and trekking through this canyon. Then those mountains located in Al Karak area. Al Karak, one of the main historical sites in Jordan, because we found the Crusaders, for example, built a Crusader castle, and it's famous for the tourists to visit it. But also during the biblical time, the Christianity time, the Roman era, it was inhabited. And here we found that they draw the city of Al-Karak, but in that time they call it Kair Moab. We lost most of the name, except a small fragment which mentioned Moab, Kair Moab, which means the gardener of Moab mountains. To the south of it there is another canyon which we call it Wadi al-Hisa. In the Bible it was mentioned as Wadi Zirad, and it was the natural border between the Edomite during the biblical period and the Moabite. Also to the east of this canyon and Al-Karak there is a desert highway which we drive through it in the first day when we drive down to Petra, and there I pointed the phosphate mines. So we mine the phosphate from here. So this canyon started from the phosphate mines down to the Dead Sea. Also sometimes there's some water run through it. So Petra, Aqaba, Wadi Ram should located somewhere here, but we were not lucky since we lost the fragment of the mosaic. One of the great advantage of this map for the archaeologists that it's mentioned most of the ancient sites. For example, a lot of archaeologists depend on this map to find some of the historical places. One of those places, for example, this area which called Ay, it's located to the south west of Al-Karak, and some of the Jordanian archaeologists jumped to it, did some excavations, and they found a Byzantine church dated back to the 5th century AD, depending on this map. So it's a good references for the archaeologists. Now, if we look to the west bank, the Mediterranean coast should be somewhere here, and all the other cities, the main cities in the west bank located here, but the heart of the map was Jerusalem city here. And here they wrote the name of the city. The city during that period was surrounded by a wall, and here you can see the Cardo Street, the main street of the city, and also the gate.
This is only a model.
Here you can see that the representative Jericho, for example, and clearly you can see the name of it. Now, we move a little bit here. Yeah, this is the upper part of Egypt, so clearly you can see that they draw Nile River here. Yeah, but according to the map, they should draw the Nile from this direction to this direction, because the south of the map, according to Jordan, Dead Sea, Jordan River, and the West Bank, the south is in this direction. So they should draw Nile River from this direction to this direction, but we found that they draw it in this position and this direction. There is a lot of discussion among the archaeologists why they did that. Is it a mistake or why they did? Some people they said they didn't knew the direction and the geography of the area, but if you go through the details of the map, you will not agree with them, because all the details and the names of the village, they knew the area very well. But maybe the space of the church, the nave, allowed them to draw it over that, but the Egypt part, they could not draw it, so they draw it separately. Also here you can see some of the Sinai mountains. So this is just a general idea about the map. When we get inside, we will see the map clearly, all of it.
Inside.